Ho ho!
I think we played a very good match. In the first half, we kept a really high rhythm, both with and without the ball. We were very dominant. At times it was difficult because Oviedo set deep, but we kept up the tempo. We knew we had to keep going in that direction. In the second half, we dropped off a little bit because Oviedo pushed forward. It was hard to maintain that high rhythm. Still, from defense, we won the ball back, we transitioned well, and the last two goals gave us that 0-2 and the calm we needed. Overall, it was a very solid performance away from home. Very complete, with great team attitude on and off the ball, playing like a unit. I really liked a lot of what I saw. Vini came in very well and was decisive for the two goals that brought us peace of mind. Happy for him. We need everyone, starters, subs, coming in, because there are going to be a lot of games for all.
I wanted to ask you about Carvajal. With the international squad list coming out this week, do you think it's better for him to return? Or would you rather he stays in Madrid?
I think Carvajal would like to go back, but it's the coach's decision. I'm just very happy he's regaining sensations after such a long injury. He already wanted to play in the World Cup, but he still needed some time back then. And even now, he still needs a bit more. But today, he played 85 minutes, very much in Carva's style, competing well, showing leadership, transmitting energy, playing with great stability, giving a lot of sense to everything. Hopefully, he gets the call up, and if not, he'll be there soon.
We're starting to see a bit of your methodology. Today, Vinicius was on the bench. Will it be a trend this season to rotate 3 or 4 players between games? And do you already have the team where you want them, pressing so high with the centre-backs often past midfield?
The changes from match to match depend on what we need in terms of the game, workload, or the opponent. I don't have a fixed plan like this is how it's going to be for the next month. I'll go week by week, seeing how the players recover. What matters is that everyone feels important, ready to start, ready to come in from the bench, or ready for the next match. With such a demanding season, maintaining team stability and performance is key. Not just individual performances, but the team's performance as a whole. Today was a match that shows we're still growing. After last week and after Tuesday against Osasuna, today we grew again. That's the path we want to continue. Now we'll prepare for Mallorca before the international break.
Vinicius starting on the bench always surprises people. Does this mean there are no untouchables? Or was it more about giving Rodrygo the chance to start today?
We've got over 20 players in the squad, and my job is to get the best out of all of them to put out the best team possible. Sometimes you start and you're important. Sometimes you come on and you're just as important. Today, Vini was. My intention is that everyone contributes, everyone is ready to play. That's going to be the theme throughout the whole season.
Vicente del Bosque used to say, you can't treat all players the same. I'd like your thoughts on the decision to bench Vinicius, something that hasn't happened by technical choice in 4 years, since the second match of Ancelotti's second spell. How was that process, and do you consider it a purely technical decision?
Well, if Vicente said that, I agree with him. Every player is different. You demand the same respect from everyone, but the relationship with each is a little different. In football, you have to understand that decisions are made for the good of the team. Today was one of those decisions.
Yesterday, I asked you about Kylian, and today he's top scorer. Has anything changed in the Kylian from a month or 2 ago compared to the one we're seeing now?
He's regained about 4 kilos, because at the Club World Cup, I saw he had lost 4. As for last season, I can't really say much because I wasn't here. But yes, you can see him doing well, right? You see him sharp, you see him transmitting that energy to the team, you see him eager. I love when I see him tracking back, when he shifts his position a bit and gets involved in defense, because we already know he's going to score goals. But when we manage to keep those distances short, when everyone is closer to each other, we find each other better, both when we have the ball and when we lose it. And today, Kylian did really well, just like the other day, and that helps us. That's the direction we want. We keep growing, we keep seeing what works and what we need to improve. Like I said, it's still early, but I think the feeling is positive.
I wanted to ask about Rodrygo. Today you gave him the chance to start. What did you think of his match, and do you feel he made the most of the opportunity?
Yes, I think he played a good game. In the first half, on that side, he combined well with Alvaro. Sometimes Arda drifted there, and Kylian too. He had some one-on-one situations, a couple of shots. Oviedo were sitting quite deep, so it was hard to find space, but I liked what I saw. And like I said, after last week, we need everyone, and Rodrygo is one more piece of that.
I wanted to ask you about Mastantuono. He just turned 18, barely 10 days ago. What do you like most about him, or what has surprised you the most? And if you'll allow me a curiosity, did you feel tempted to ask Cazorla for his shirt at the end of the match?
Mastantuono played a very good match. I think in a short time he's already managed to connect with the group and with his teammates. You can see he is well integrated both in daily life and in the game. I believe he's going to give us a lot in the short, medium and long term because he is very young. But I'm happy he's with us. He's got great energy, a wonderful left foot, and from here he'll just keep improving within the team dynamic. And while with Santi, I just gave him a big hug. I was really happy to see him. I think his shirt was already in pretty high demand.
Last season, the headache for Real Madrid, especially at the end of the season, was the defensive area. Today, it seems your headache is different. You've got many players you can use, and they're all performing. Rüdiger returned today. How did you see his performance in his comeback and the response he gave in this match?
Well, I wouldn't call it a headache. It's simply the responsibility I have, the choices I need to make. And as I said before, with all the players I have, I try to get the best collective performance from them. As for Tony, he's very reliable, very stable, very competitive. It's good to have players ready to step in depending on what we need in each match. Millie played 90 minutes the other day after a long injury, so we have to take care of him. And Tony, he's just very dependable.
I wanted to ask you about that beautiful image we saw at the end of the game. The hug between two former teammates, and I imagine two friends. What did you say to Santi Cazorla there?
Well, what we said stays between us, but yes, I got a bit emotional because I know the moment Santi is living here in Oviedo. After the brilliant career he's had, I don't know what the future holds, but this season, being able to enjoy him at home with the stadium atmosphere, it was spectacular. Honestly, the atmosphere was incredible. The players, when they were about to go out on the pitch, were saying, wow, what a great atmosphere, this will fire us up. And finally, it had been a long time since I'd seen Santi, and it really moved me to give him a hug. He's a unique player.